Hello, I'm Bryce Pittenger. I'm a student pharmacist. Is anything I can help you with today?
Yes, I appreciate you asking that. I've been having an issue with some muscle pain. I take a couple of medications, and I think it might be from the cholesterol medication, I think.
What's your name again?
Oh, my name is John.
John, is it right if I take about 5 to 10 minutes of your time?
Oh, certainly, yeah, I definitely have the time.
Do you mind if we go to a more private area? We can do it here if you'd like, but we'd like to go to a more private area and talk about it there.
Yeah, I think I might appreciate that. Thank you.
So, you were talking about some muscle pain?
Yes, I do a lot of sitting down at work, so I don't get to move around, so I do get muscle stiffness, but I take a atorvastatin each day, and sometimes, it's not every day, it's not even every week, I get some muscle soreness, and I've read on the little information packet that came with it that it can be a side effect, or it can be a part of the problem, so sometimes I just don't take it.
Okay. I can see why that's a little concerning. Sometimes just don't feel good. Don't feel good. Hey, you mind if I ask you some questions here?
Sure, that's fine, thank you.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but giving a past medical history, so like hypertension and any other
Yes,
problems.
actually, yes, thanks. For instance, I do have stage 2 hypertension. I have COPD, dyslipidemia, and type 2 diabetes.
Do you have any social, like, kind of like, do you drink, smoke?
Yes, actually, I do both of those. I drink anywhere from 3 to 5 drinks a day for the past close to 20 years. And I smoke 3 to 3.5 packs of cigarettes a day. And I typically eat fast food, if not every day, just about every other day, 3 to 5, 3 to 8 times a week. And sometimes I use a little bit too much lard in my home cooking, so it just tastes so good.
Do you have any family history of these other conditions, or?
Just my father, he had hypertension for most of his life.
Do you have any allergies that you know of?
No, when I was a child, I used to have an issue with pollen, but that hasn't been an issue for decades.
What kind of home medications do you have? Do you know?
Yes, so for the health conditions I have, I've been taking albuterol, Advair, that's for my COPD, I believe. I've been taking lisinopril and atorvastatin, and I forget what, there's another one that, it might be on my medication profile. Do you have it in front of you? Can you see the
Not right now. Just have access to this. I don't have access to that.
Okay, alright, so those, and then for the muscle pain and some occasional headaches, I have taken Tylenol, but I stopped doing that because I heard that that wasn't good to do with how much that I drink, and I have not decided to cut back on the drinking yet. And that's pretty much all that I take right now. Oh, also Novolog for my diabetes. Almost forgot about that.
So other than the headache and the muscle pain, do you have any other kind of effects that were burdening you?
No,
Everything else seems to be pretty controlled?
yeah, everything seems to be working. I don't get any dizziness. I know that if I forgot to take my insulin a couple of times, a couple of days in a row, I get a little bit of lightheadedness. But when I started taking that again, that issue went away.
How do you take your atorvastatin?
I'll take it about a couple hours after I wake up, before I have lunch, in between breakfast and lunch.
Do you normally take it consistently? Do you follow a normal schedule with it? Or?
Not exactly. I feel that I can't really tell if it's working, so sometimes I forget, and sometimes I just figure with the other medications I take, it's not worth the burden, because with the albuterol and the Advair, that's easy. I need to breathe, so that's an easy reminder if I get a little behind on that. So I'm kind of irregular, inconsistent.
Have you noticed any symptoms change if you don't take it, or when you do take it? Have you noticed any kind of changes in the symptoms?
I just don't have the muscle pain, but I don't notice anything else. So that's why I'm like wondering if it really helps.
So you're not having any other problems other than just the muscle pain if you take the cortisone.
That is correct, and it's not even every day, it's just an occasional thing once in a while. It seems.
What I do know is, has your doctor told you anything about the cortisone and any kind of side effects it might have?
He did go over a few. I don't remember what he told me though. It's been a while because it's been over 6 months since I started taking it, so I just can't remember what the doctor told me.
So, according to your diet, do you mind if you talk about your diet a little longer?
Sure, that's fine.
So what do you normally eat on a daily basis?
It's really not that healthy. I don't always eat the fast food that I mentioned, but I typically will start with maybe some toast, a couple of fried eggs, but once I leave the house, I'll go to Burger King or Wendy's, get a burger for lunch, milkshake and fries, and an apple pie for dinner, or a snack on the way home, and then a couple hours later I'll have whatever I'm having at home. So it's typically when I'm away from the house I eat very unhealthy.
On a scale of 1 to 10, would you be, how interested would you be to maybe changing your diet a little bit?
I would. I mean, I've eaten junk food most of my child and adult life that if I cut back on it, I don't think I miss it too much. I've enjoyed it enough.
So what number would you put on that possibly?
I'd put a 6. I'm definitely willing to hear ideas. I just don't want to completely give up all the fast food because it really is just so enjoyable.
Maybe want to talk to you about that. There's something for the DASH diet. I know it's fairly good for like people with hypertension. It's one of the best known things to lower it. So I'd recommend you looking into that a little bit. Usually here it's not too bad. You still eat some of the food you like. You just have to maybe watch your sodium intake a little bit. Of course, that doesn't mean you have to stop taking sodium altogether.
That sounds good. I mean, I'm definitely willing to try it because it's, like I said, if I can feel a little bit better and maybe if it would help me live longer too, that's something I'm definitely interested in. My wife has been beating me over the head about that for so long. I've just been picking up the burgers and it's just so good.
I mean, I understand. It's always good to occasionally have a burger. Can't beat it. On a scale from 1 to 10, how interested would you be to maybe slow down drinking or like the smoking? Both those topics.
Well, I think with the drinking, I'm more willing to try that. The smoking, I know very well that it's bad for me, but it's just so difficult when I've tried to cut back. I'm willing to try that
So
as well.
Scale of 1 to 10 for the alcohol, what will you feed today?
For the alcohol, I'd say maybe a 5. I'm definitely willing to at least cut back a little and get to, because I know it's pretty much a minimum of 3 drinks every single day, and often it's a couple more than that, just on a daily basis, whether I'm stressed or not. So yeah, I'm a scale of 1 to 10, about 5.
Do you like, when you have alcohol, do you normally just like the taste or the things about it?
For the most part, it is, yes. It starts often with sitting in front of a TV, watching whatever it is, with or without friends. So it's the taste and it's a relaxation thing.
Well, going back to the muscle pain, of course, changing diet a little bit would probably help a little bit as well, but help your cholesterol. For the muscle pain, if you consistently take it and has a chance of, I want to say completely disappearing, has a chance of fading a little bit, but if it still does not fade, I still recommend going to your doctor and talking about maybe a change of statin. That's been known to help, and if the change of statin still does not help, you can always go back and have them do a completely different form of therapy that should eradicate the muscle pain.
So there's more than one kind of statin? I really
There's
didn't.
lots of different kinds of statins. Usually a statin change will help with that muscle pain. Change of statin with a little bit of mild exercise tends to minimize the pain that you feel from muscle stiffness or just normal muscle pain.
Good idea. I actually had not even told my doctor that it was bothering me, so he would have no idea.
So if you, after you're done talking to your doctor and obviously get your prescription from him, and you get that, I'd like to make you back in like a week to see if there's any changes in it, or if you need to make any other kind of adjustments. And also you can always call anytime and talk about any other things you might want to change or increase your health. So it's nice talking to you.
Yeah, thanks. And that sounds like an easy to do idea. I was going to go see my doctor the day after tomorrow, so I'll definitely make a note of that. All right, thank you.